Hello and good afternoon.
Hello, everyone.
We're
Welcome back.
back.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Another week here at the Clarion Chats podcast room. It is Thursday, September 14th.
Yep. And it is 2:19, about to be 2:20 in a couple of seconds.
Yeah. I know this is September 14th because this is the day that my Canva subscription is ending because I was having a free trial. I got used to using Canva while I was I'm here designing stuff for the Clarion, right?
Yeah,
so
of
I
course.
got my own and all that. But well, we are here and we're excited to be back. And now we can finally say that we are finally doing the podcast the way it was intended from the start.
Yes, of course.
Right? Because now we actually have
one.
Yeah, we have
Two.
And
Three cameras.
We have enough people around here to help us with that. We have a little camera crew here with us. We have more cameras now. we have this is I believe that when you said you wanted to record a podcast, this is what you meant.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Like I said, we start step by step, and then every single week that passes when we record a new podcast, we have something new to present. So, as you guys see, we have now 3 cameras.
Yes,
which is going to be very good, especially in editing, because we're the one that we can't see that.
Yeah.
Real life is just one frame, but when we upload the video on YouTube, it's going to be much more better.
Yes, so. I cannot wait to see how it's going to end
up.
And of course, it's just a thanks in advance for our videographers, our editors. So Kion and Tomoya, thank you very much for helping us out.
Yeah,
they're in the back here, but they are also going to be working with the video later. And of course, we couldn't get this done without them.
Yeah, of course.
And man, it feels nice.
I know,
it
right?
It just feels like a mission accomplished.
Yeah, like the second I sat down and they turned on the ring lights, I was like, "This is so exciting!" I started freaking out. So yeah, guys.
Okay.
It's a new Thursday. Well, we're done with week 4 now, right? So we're gonna start week 5.
It's
Time
about
is running, man.
It's 1 month already. So
wow.
Only 12 weeks left to go. Hope you're all hanging in there. And I'm bringing here some of the events that are happening next week because, truth be told, if you log in my.sinclair.edu, you can always see the new events. And if you're always interested in finding out, you can check out by yourself. But I like to do this where I can grab some of the events that are happening next week that we are, of course, not going to be able to report on, because of time constraints and all that you can attend. So on Tuesday, we're going to be having our fall mixer, which is the event for clubs and organizations to show up at the plaza. It's going to be from 11 to 1. Like I said, plaza, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the place outside Building 7, the central area of this campus. And it's just going to be a bunch of clubs there, recruiting new members. And
let's go.
Have some popcorn, some music. So stop by. It's a good way to start the weekend. It's gonna be next Tuesday again from 11 to 1, but from 2 to 3 in room 7006, which is the big conference room that they have by the cafeteria. They're gonna be hosting an event about 1996, the year that forced integration in college athletics.
What is that?
That is supposed to be a talk about diversity and inclusion in college athletics, of course, hosted by our beloved Michael Carter, because he just makes a lot of...
Michael Carter!
He just makes
shout out to you!
Yeah, he just makes a lot of stuff, stuff. And this is, of course, another event that he's hosting. So that's going to be our events for Tuesday. On Wednesday, we have from 11 to 1 in the Loggia. That's the outside of the library upstairs. We're going to be having Monica with study abroad information.
Yeah,
Monica Dabernova, she's our study abroad coordinator.
Shout out to you, Monica.
Yeah,
of course.
And I've always read her last name wrong. It's Dobnerova, but I've always read it as Dobner Nova.
Yeah.
And 3 years
Dobner
in,
Nova.
3 years in, and then I just figured out I've been saying it wrong for my whole life. But yeah, so she's our study abroad coordinator for those who are interested in studying abroad. You now can, and you can find some more information about the trips that are going to be happening this coming year. So we have trips for Ireland, Italy, and Japan. And she can give much more information. So that's going to be from 11 to 1 in the Loggia. We also have the longest table. It's in the calendar there, and it's
what day is it?
It's going to be on Wednesday
Wednesday. Oh, the same
from
day.
11:30 to 1 as well. last year they had it in Building 7, and the year before it was in Building 8. They didn't put the location of the event now, but it's going to be just, like I said, a long table where people are going to come and sit and talk. No idea where that's that, but hey, if you have the free time, I'm not going to have the free time. I'm going to be in class during that, but if you have the free time,
show up.
See if you can find out, and then tell us where it is. And if you are around Centerville, they're going to be having Tai Chi classes for free on Wednesday. Yeah. So if you are in Centerville and is interested in trying, there it goes. It's there.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we have Thursday, which is we're gonna have some other events going on, like Constitution Day celebration. Constitution Day, as last time I checked, if I recall correctly, it's gonna be on a Sunday. But since no one wants to be on campus on a Sunday, Sinclair is hosting a talk with Judge Walter Rice about the role of federal judiciary. And it's going to be
very hard to say.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's a mouthful. Federal judiciary. Ugh.
Yeah.
And I did it twice. You're going to be doing it. It's going to be happening from 12 to 1 at the conference room in the Tartan Marketplace, right? Room 7006.
Nice.
And we're also going to be having a blood drive sponsored by PTK. And it's going to be happening from 12 to 4. You can register beforehand, but you can also show up if they have any open spots. You can always take it. It's also going to be in the loggia by the library. And last but not least, we're going to have the International Day of Peace celebration, which is going to be at the Peace Place. I wrote an article about it. You can read it on the sinclairclarion.com. And I was there for the Welcome Week open house that they had. And they announced that they were going to be revamping the place, placing new stuff there, making some changes. So they invited me to go back there, and I'll be going back there. And it's going to be happening, like I said, on Thursday from 1 to 3 at Peace Place, which is room 10442 for those who are not aware.
Yeah, building 10, 442?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's it. And it's just very nice. It's nice because I really liked how they invited us to return there after the first article that I wrote about them, because this is what we try to do. We try to create a little network in our little family here at Sinclair, because we want these departments to know that we are working with them. Like we're here to show what they are doing, and we're a great source of telling people what's up, and they're also a great source of providing these services to people. And then we can, it works both ways. We wouldn't have things to talk about if they didn't do things as well. So it's very nice to see how we are working together. Yeah,
of course. And one thing I would actually like to add to the events that have been happening lately at Sinclair, which is there's an event almost every single day. Yesterday, I was invited by Kion. Well, Kion was invited to like an event called Appalachian.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Yeah, that was yesterday. It was I think at 8. It was at 8 a.m. So me and Kion were walking, and then he went to the room, and then all of a sudden he told me, "Hey, you can come in," because I didn't RSVP for the event and stuff like that. So all of a sudden the presenter that presents then talks about the Appalachian. She was like, "Hey, you can come in. It's okay."
Yeah.
And so I came in, and it was a very big room. Everyone was sitting down, and the most important thing, I mean, they had breakfast. So they were having like bacon, sausages, and eggs, and like all sorts of stuff, and it was very nice. And they were very welcoming. I got to know who are the Appalachian, what their history are and stuff like that. And they were very nice. The woman there she was very nice. She gave us some very good information about them. And what I like mostly about is how much they put effort into their events at Sinclair.
Yes.
And like she was saying like, hey, don't leave any ounce of the food. Like we need everything to be gone. Like feel free to eat and stuff like that. And while I was sitting down, they handed us like papers telling us like if you want to participate and stuff like that, and just letting students know, because they also provide scholarships if you apply to them, and they've helped about like maybe they said 10 students, like they raised $11,000 for them and stuff like that, which is very, very good.
Yeah.
And it really surprised me, and I was like, this is something to talk about and to present here on the podcast, because I would say Sinclair is a very, very, it cares about their students a lot.
It does.
And not a lot of colleges and universities do that. So they also showed us a trailer called King of a movie that's going to be coming out about the Appalachian and stuff like that. It's called King Cole. And some people there went and they watched it in the theater, and they said it's like a very nice movie if you want to know about these things and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that event happened yesterday. And if you guys are interested to know more about it, I think you just need to go search, like I think on the Sinclair website, like about the events that have been happening. And yeah, I feel like I wanted to add that because that was a great event. I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah, some events have additional information and they stay on the calendar even though they passed. So if you check your calendar event, you can see what you've missed. And if you need to look up more information, you can definitely find it because... we try to get to some places. We are not sometimes successful in doing that. Sinclair also has their own news outlet as well that they also post events that happen around. It's funny because sometimes, especially during the welcome week, I was over taking pictures and all that, and without fail, every single time the Sinclair photographer was also there.
Oh,
so
really?
it was always me and him.
Just competing.
Just competing to see who can get the picture.
But I'm sure he has a better camera than you.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I took pictures with my phone and he comes in with that big, massive Canon. I'm like,
camera,
okay. All right.
I'll step down for this one.
Okay. Talk about try hard. No, that's professionalism, folks.
Yeah,
he knows what he's doing.
Of course.
But yeah, so our next news that we have here is one that I found out just about. It's happening this week, and I thought it was interesting to talk about. Is about this ban that is happening in California. California has been in the news lately about a lot of stuff, but this one's kind of interesting. It's about last Tuesday, lawmakers in California, they passed a bill. It's going to be it's on its way to the governor to see if it's going to be approved or not.
Oh.
But it's a bill that's banning the inclusion of certain ingredients that are known to be like potential health hazards in foods. Yeah, like additives. And these ingredients are already banned in other places like Europe, for example.
Like other countries?
Yeah. But they are still here in the U.S. So they're being banned. So there's stuff like brominated vegetable oil, potassium bromate, and there's a red dye as well, red dye number 3. So there are a few. There's some there. There's a list of
wow, I never knew something like that.
Ingredients that they're just put into candy, and for reasons more like you're trying to preserve the candy, or you're trying to like give it a color that you want it to have. But sometimes, this is the thing, you have to look out for what you eat. It's a very important thing to take care of the people and make sure that they have a good diet.
Yeah.
Right. And especially, I think international students talk about it the most. I've been doing we're writing an article, Ismael and I, about some international students. And one of the things that we usually hear is the fact that food here is just so different. It just tastes differently.
Of course it is.
And we all, as international students, we can all agree. I'm pretty sure our camera crew as well can also agree. It's just different. And they're trying to make food a little healthier. And this is a thing, like, no one is really complaining about it in either side. It's not really like it's not being a divisive political matter, which is nice.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you why. So our bodies, we're like a storage room, okay? And even though people don't give it a lot of attention, when they eat these kind of things that maybe they don't know, or maybe they know they have bad stuff in them, they can be like, oh, it's okay. I mean, I'll eat it once or twice, and then I'll go to the bathroom and everything will be okay. But then these things get stored in your body, and then maybe, let's say, in further years you won't feel anything, but maybe when you get older you start feeling more weaker and stuff like that. Actually, foreign news, like outside the US, there was a girl that she went with her parents to eat at like a fish. Eat fish, like I think a Japanese place that they make sushi and stuff like that. And the fish that they used there wasn't really, like, I guess, fresh. So she ate and she got like very bad food poisoning to the point that when she got tested in hospital, it turns out that she was actually allergic to these kind of things. So it's always good to, in general, to talk about the whole world. Just take care of your food, man.
Yeah, just be careful what you eat.
Know exactly what you need.
That's what they mean when they say you are what you eat. They're just trying to make you aware of what you put in your body.
Yeah.
And sometimes the problem is just people just don't know any better.
Exactly.
There are like some rules, like you don't buy things that if you look at the label you cannot tell what they are, because when you have like those weird chemical components and you don't even know how to say them, why are you eating them?
Yeah.
And then it gets hard as well, because then there's a lot of things that have these things.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're just like, then what can I eat?
Exactly. Exactly.
Bread is also a very big thing that they talk about here in the U.S. The way the bread is made.
The way the bread is made.
Yeah, because Latin America, where I'm from, for example, is very different than how it's here, it's just very different. So
Yeah.
you have to create some sort of diet that's beneficial for you.
Mm-hmm.
And always just be aware of what you eat.
Yep.
But the thing is about this law in California is that when it's passed, they're giving until 2027, which is like
Oh wow.
a little under 4 years there for them to make the changes. And they're going to be charging $5,000 for each industry that puts out and get their first warning. Hey, you did this, so you're going to be charged $5,000. And if it doesn't change, they're going to be charging additionally $10,000 for every time they are caught. So
hopefully this gets somewhere.
Yeah,
because it's important.
And then of course, hopefully, also spreads around the rest of the U.S.
Yeah,
because it's going to apply for California, but hopefully, it also going to apply for the rest of the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
But that's enough talking about the U.S.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something a little further away than the U.S.
Yeah,
and I mean further away, like further away from Earth.
Whoa.
Yeah. Have you seen it? Yesterday, this
is getting interesting.
There was this UFO conference, and
oh my god,
this Mexican ufologist, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah,
he said to have found alien bodies, and these alien bodies were found back in 2017 in Peru. And then they were taken for examination, and he just brought them up now, saying, yes, these are alien bodies.
What?
And he showed them to this congress of people that were there. It was in Mexico.
Okay.
I just have to say, it just looks very terrible. It doesn't
like it looks scripted.
Yeah, it doesn't. It looks scripted, but also the alien bodies that he showed. He showed actual bodies, just look like they're fake, like they're props, because they're. Because how can I explain this? It's not like they look old, but they look like they're cheap props.
Cheap props.
They are stereotypical designs of aliens, with the big heads and big eyes and thin bodies. So you're like, oh, these aliens have been there for 1,000 years, but they look just like the aliens that are portrayed in media, even though nobody has seen an alien before. But yeah.
But why would they come up with it now? Like, why now?
You see, the thing is, it wasn't his first time, actually, because a ufologist studies these things.
Well,
right?
yeah, he always.
So there was this one time I looked up the same guy. He came in 2015 saying that he found bodies as well, but it just happened that he was actually showing mummified children. It wasn't aliens.
What?
It was just dead kids. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah, mummified. They have.
Yeah.
Oh
my god.
So we're like, that's not it, Chief. And I don't think this is anything different. It's I don't know. It didn't look like they were mummified people.
Yeah.
Because I saw it, and you can find it as well if you look up online. It's been on the news because it's just of how silly it looks.
Yeah.
Because it looks very silly. It looks like someone just created that out of paper mache or something. So that's not happening anytime soon. And NASA also came today to talk a little bit more about UFOs and said that they have nothing concrete and they're trying to be as transparent as they can. And of course,
how NASA is.
Yeah, that gets people like, oh, so that just means nothing,
Yeah.
They just ramble on for an hour and didn't say anything because people want to know, right? But then again, is there really something out there?
Yeah, like I always say, there's so many conspiracy theories out there about aliens and stuff like that, just like what we talked about in episode 2. If you guys remember the podcast in episode 2, we did talk about aliens and alien invasions, and I did talk about a story that happened in the 19 something in the 90s, and it's always been there. Like I would say, the alien thing has always been there, but it's like very buried, very deep. But lately, throughout like these last couple of months, they came back up.
Yeah, there was this whole controversy that happened while you were away. That this former intelligence official. He said about how the U.S. has concrete evidence of it, but they just keep it to themselves.
Yeah.
And now some people, they come out and say, this is probably just like a distraction. Maybe something bad was going on because at the time, they had like the trains derailing across the U.S.
Yeah.
And there's like, yeah, this is not it. This is just trying to create a distraction.
Yeah.
Now, but it did bring a lot of attention to the table, and I think NASA was just trying to say, no, we don't have any evidence of aliens, because people clearly are interested in finding out, because it is an interesting topic.
Yeah.
Whether it's real or not, it's still interesting to think about. And I thought you, as liking more conspiracy theories,
Yeah.
you would be into that kind of thing. You'd
Oh
be
yeah,
into
100%.
that kind of
man.
news.
100%.
So yeah, but
Aliens or something, you know, you never expect what's gonna happen in the next couple of years.
no,
They might come back. They might come up with a new thing that would also distract us from something else. Yeah, I mean, I do. I like NASA. I respect what they do and all their projects and stuff like that. But maybe the reason why they're keeping things to themselves is because they don't have enough evidence that would actually convince actual like intelligence from other people. Because you have so many scientists in the whole world.
Yes,
And every single one of them has a different like preview or like a different point of view what they can talk about.
yeah,
So saying in that way, I would say there has to be way more research, way more studying. I mean, now it's gonna reach into like a personal like question if you believe in aliens or not.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a never-ending story.
yeah. It's very hard to say you believe in something without this much concrete evidence,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And do you think if NASA came out tomorrow, say yes, aliens exist, here's one, we have one right now. How do you think people would react? Do you think they'll be like going crazy? Do you think they will believe it or not?
Okay. We are in 2023 right now. And throughout all these years, we've seen the craziest stuff ever. And I would say some people were going to be surprised and terrified. And some people would be like, oh, all right, it's just an alien. Who cares, man? Because the world is just...
Because you have people telling like stories about aliens, but they never really
they never really like
who are these people?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, I would say one thing about that Mexican ufologist, the one that you said. No one came up to him and be like, did you test their DNA? Do they have the same DNA as us?
They said something about that. I mean, like they were testing to see, and they found out that these are like 1,000-year-old skeletons. So
I mean, people find mummies now, like, you know, and they're like 2,000-year-old and stuff like that.
And again, skepticism hits hard, and then you cannot say stuff like, "Oh yeah, he's being honest," or are you telling me someone would go up there and lie? Can you believe that? Why would he lie? I mean, it's totally possible that he would lie too.
Yeah, some people do it just because they want to be known. And I 100% agree that someone, of course, believed him, and some other people didn't because they were like, "There's no way, it's a joke" and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it always comes back to the people who were like, "I don't believe until I see it with my eyes."
Yep.
You know? So.
Yeah. But that was really it on topic of the news today.
Yeah.
So I believe we have another guest here to speak today, taking my place. And yeah, I'm going to step away now and get you to it.
Yeah. Thank you, Jay, for presenting our news. And we hope we see you next week, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So, guys, let's, everyone, let's welcome Kion. Woo! Woo! Let's go. All right.
Hey,
everyone. We are here with
Kion.
Kion.
3 cameras. This looks awesome.
I know, right? I mean, thank you to you and Tomoya.
Yeah, Tomoya's in the background.
Of course. So, Kion is the video production guy with Tomoya too. Tomoya is going to be editing the YouTube video this time. So
I edited the first video. JoJo edited the second one.
Yep.
Now Tomoya's gonna edit the third one.
Yeah, and
one day Jay is gonna edit the fourth one.
And then Jay's one of the cameras is like, no, I'm good. So and then you guys can compare who edits the best.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, it's
mine was
definitely
only one
me.
camera.
Yeah. But mine too. But anyways,
yeah.
Okay. So welcome guys, Kion. Me and Kion have been really good friends for a while, but I was like throughout these days of the week, I was like, hey, what's there something interesting to talk about? And we literally thought about it yesterday, and I was like, hey, since I'm obsessed with like cars and vehicles and motorcycles, and Kion is the same. He also loves cars and stuff like that. So I said, hey, I'm pretty sure we have people who likes cars. So today we're gonna be talking about the history of
Cars.
Cars. Ooh. First question, just Kion straight away. What do you think of cars these years now that are coming up?
The recent ones. Okay, so this question is going to be quite in depth. Electric cars, I don't feel it. I don't like electric cars. They all look the same.
He's more of an engine person.
Yeah, they may be fast, they may be quick off the line, but they don't hold a speed.
Yeah.
I like my combustion engine so much.
Yeah, of course.
Combustion engine's amazing. Thankfully, Toyota is working on bringing clean combustion engines.
Really?
You were talking about this yesterday with hydrogen.
Oh, yeah, the green hydrogen.
Toyota, I almost said Tomoya.
Yeah.
Tomoya. Toyota is already developing combustion engine. They had hydrogen-powered electric cars. Now it's going to be hydrogen-powered combustion engine.
Really?
So it makes noise.
No way.
Awesome noises.
Through thin air.
No. So hydrogen.
Yeah.
Whatever the process is, I haven't done chemistry like
Yeah.
And the only thing that comes out of the exhaust, well, not the exhaust, the only thing that comes out of that car is water.
Wait, so it works on water? That's what you're trying to say?
Well, you know how water is H2O.
Well, yeah,
so
of course.
The hydrogen combines with oxygen and creates water. So at the end of the day, you release water from
wow,
the
so
tailpipe
you're feeding the plants. I mean, is it clean water though?
It's clean. It's clean.
What?
Well, I don't know if it will be drinkable. It might need to go through a couple of filters because it is going through a car.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, oh yeah, if you want to stop for a water break, just go at the bottom of the exhaust.
Toyota. It is the Toyota Mirai. It's already out in production in the world. I think it's mostly California. The Toyota Mirai. It's a luxury Toyota car.
Really?
Toyota. Yeah.
No way.
It's very expensive though. So.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it takes a lot of production. But when I was talking to Kion this morning, I was telling him like about there's this guy from Morocco that he started the green hydrogen project. I don't know if you guys know about green hydrogen. So green hydrogen is like hydrogen. It's the cleanest thing that you can use on your car. And after he, he helped with doing it and stuff like that. When they started creating cars. Green hydrogen became, I think, the number one that people were interested about. So the story behind it is that the next car that he's going to be creating or he's going to be working on, it's going to have 4 green hydrogen batteries. And each one of them is going to fully charge in only 15 minutes.
Dang.
So like for Tesla, for example, any electric car, it takes sometimes it takes hours to fully charge. And I think the new Tesla, or they're working on if you put it in a supercharged, if you charge it in like a supercharged mode, it will be ready in like maybe half an hour or something like that. But like it's 4 batteries and each one of them like takes 15 minutes.
Jeez.
So that's extremely low time. Like 50, okay, yeah, let me like wait 40 minutes, 4 batteries that I can drive for days with the green hydrogen. Second thing, that it's extremely clean. It's very friendly to the environment and stuff like that. And he also mentioned another thing, I think in around 2025 or maybe more than that, or around the 2030, the first country that's going to have fully green hydrogen cars is going to be Sweden.
Awesome. I love Sweden, man.
Yeah,
Sweden's
so
awesome.
Shout out to Sweden. Great country.
The home of IKEA.
Yeah, the home of IKEA. So, which I was very surprised about. And guess what?
What's up?
They said the car that's going to be making, it's going to go up all the way with a top speed of 800 kilometers.
Dang. We got to translate that for our American viewers.
Oh, my God.
Which is most of them.
Maybe like 800 kilometers is like 600? 600? No. Oh, wait. Sorry, not 600. My bad. Yeah, it's probably like, so 250 is like 400.
Oh, guys in the back, can you
guys,
do that real quick?
Yeah, can you guys help us? How many 800 kilometers in miles?
Per hour.
I think it's like 450, maybe 500. 500? Yeah, I got it.
500, man.
Yeah, 500 miles. Around 500 miles.
So, I recently read a story about flying cars. And
talking about flying cars.
That is already up in the air and ready for like the streets, you know?
No way.
Yeah. It's one company that's making it. It's just pretty awesome.
Hey man, don't be surprised if I ever pull up to your house. Just be yo, what's up? Just
like
from the chimney.
I still like my cars driving on the ground.
Yeah.
Loud combustion engine.
Listen. I don't blame you. I'm also the same type of person. I like Engines, I love vintage cars. I mean, talking about vintage cars like Dodge and the old Dodge Challengers and Chargers, Supras, Japanese cars.
Old school muscle cars are really nice.
Oh yeah, of course.
I like the new school muscle cars, but I'm more of a JDM and Euro guy. JDM, Japanese domesticated market. It's Japanese cars that were imported from Japan to America and
they just worked crazy on them.
And then Euro cars, obviously European cars like BMW, Audi, Skoda.
Skoda now is German.
Even though that's no longer a company anymore, those cars are still pretty good dope.
Oh, speaking of Skodas, actually, they were a mix from Czech Republic and other country that they worked together to make Skoda, but now Germany bought Skoda, so now Skoda is German, which is it's good, but at the same time it's expensive now because German
I was thinking
parts.
of Saab.
Saab? Not Saab.
I said Skoda is no longer available.
No, it is.
I meant Saab. Saab is no longer available.
Yeah, that's why I was like, are you sure? Because Skodas are still being produced right now.
Saab's are amazing cars, man.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course. But even Seats too. Seats are not as much here, but they're more in Europe and the Middle East.
They may be in
Asia.
America under different car company, maybe Chevrolet.
Are you maybe I don't know.
Don't quote me on that. But
I love Seats. Seats are very good cars. Another question that I have for you, so cars were made a while ago.
Yeah.
And we came from cars back in the day until now.
Yeah.
If we look at cars the old, for example, one of the most famous companies that create cars, Bugatti, French car, insane. One of the fastest for a couple of years, took the prizes for
French or Italian?
No, it's French.
Okay.
Yeah, French. And Italian, like Ferrari and Lamborghini and stuff like that. So Bugatti, if you look way back, the first car of Bugatti car, the name wasn't that big. Because now if you're talking Bugatti, you're thinking of something crazy.
Something hyper fast.
Yeah, right?
Hypercars.
It's a hypercar. It's a V16? So
W16.
W16, yeah. So back in the day, if we're looking hundreds of years ago, or not hundreds, 100 something like that years ago, cars back in the day were simple. They were just moving maybe 50 miles max, maybe a little bit more than that. But then just looking over the years, how people, their technology and their mind and the mechanical engineering and how cars were designed now with the engines and stuff like that, it's just a huge gap. I still say to this day that one of the biggest project changes are cars.
It is.
Come on, man. It's
the innovation
so
of cars is amazing.
Yeah.
So many people think that Tesla is the big guys invented electric cars and whatnot. Ford had an electric car.
Yeah.
An electric car way back.
Yeah. Isn't Hyundai too have electric cars?
I'm not sure about.
Yeah, you don't know.
Modern Hyundai have electric cars. But I'm talking way back in the past.
Okay.
Ford had an electric car. It wasn't popular. Electric cars weren't picking up.
Wow.
Then Nissan came along with the Nissan Leaf.
Nissan Leaf, yeah.
That started popularizing electric cars. And then Tesla came along and then electric cars just skyrocketed.
Yeah,
we have cameras, so we can do hand movements now.
Yeah. So I would say, it's understandable.
Yeah.
Elon Musk, I think, did a great job.
He does.
Tesla is a really good company,
It is.
in my opinion. It still has its negatives and positives. Every company has that, but he really did a good job.
Personally, for me, I don't like the minimalistic style of Tesla, especially the interior. And the only exterior design I like from Tesla is the Model S. I think at each generation of the Model S is pretty good.
Yeah, of course.
The Model 3, the old one, looks like a frog. The new Model 3, I can't tell you what it looks like because I haven't figured it out yet, but I don't like it either.
Kion likes to describe cars as animals.
Yeah, the Model X and Y, they're just big wheels or something.
Nice. Yeah. Cars are amazing.
Yeah.
And we're going from that 2-cylinder, 4-cylinder, and then we jump up to V6s and V8s and even V10s and V12
W16
and then W16. Are
cylinders.
you kidding me? How much is it gonna increase?
Jet engines.
Inline 6? What?
Jet engines.
Got engines? Oh my god.
They have put jet engines in cars.
Yeah, they did. But actually, there was a competitor. It was a guy from Belgium. He created a car.
Oh, shout out to our native Belgium working in the office.
Shout out to you. It's a car that it was designed in Belgium, and it's an electric car. And the design of it looks amazing, but I forgot the name of it. Oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue.
I was gonna say Peugeot, but that's French.
No, Peugeot is French.
Yeah.
So it competed, and it was the fastest car ever made. I think in 2021.
I know the car you're talking about. But
Yeah,
I can't
it's
put the
blue
name.
and it's long and it looks
yeah.
really good. It's not like any type. It's a hypercar, but it's fully electric.
Yeah.
It has 2,300 horsepower.
Jeez.
It has like 1,800 newton meters in torque.
I know.
Are you kidding me? And it held the quarter mile race for so long.
Dude,
It was crazy.
do you know the fastest car now? The fastest car in the world right now in terms of production? It's a combustion engine now. It beat Tesla.
What is it? Like electric car?
No, it's a combustion engine.
Combustion engine.
It's an American company invented this car.
Is it the Dodge? The new
Yeah.
Dodge that came out? The
Yup.
drag one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can buy it.
Yeah, you can buy it.
Production,
You
drive
can,
it in the street. That thing
it's
is
legal.
insane.
Yeah, I know.
It's the fastest.
Yeah, I know. Koenigsegg. Shout out to Sweden again because we mentioned Sweden. Koenigsegg. Oh my god,
Bloody brilliant.
great company, man.
Brilliant.
Koenigsegg, if you're watching this, send me a
Sponsor
car,
us.
please.
Unsponsor us.
I mean, okay, maybe send me a car too fast. Sponsor us. I'll tell you this, Koenigsegg. They just came out. They're working on a production car right
Yeah.
now. It's called the Koenigsegg Jesko.
Just go.
Yes, it's 2,500 horsepower. Imagine. And you know what's even crazier? It's a family car. It's 4 doors.
Oh yeah, I saw images of that.
Yeah, bro, you can literally drive your kids to school with that car. Imagine you're driving your wife, and your kids, and you're just in a highway going 300 miles per hour.
German Autobahn.
Oh
Let's
my
just
god!
go.
Just imagine how crazy car companies are going. It's a combustion engine.
Yeah.
It's a normal engine.
Yeah.
With batteries. So it's half
Hybrid?
and half.
Hybrid?
Yeah, it's hybrid, but it has 2 batteries and it has also an engine, and all of them combined go up to 2,500 horsepower.
Dang.
The Bugatti Chiron, when they came out, it was 1,500, and that's crazy.
Yeah,
that
it
one
still is by today.
That one is 2,800.
It's amazing, bro.
Are you crazy? Imagine I'm driving
Dude.
that car and I'm like, yeah, I'm just driving my family with a Koenigsegg Jesko.
Just going casually 200 miles per hour on a German Autobahn.
I know, right? Like,
Don't speed, kids.
Yeah, please be safe on the road. I'll tell you this. When they make hypercars, they don't make 5 seats. They make 2. One and you and the one
Yep.
sitting next to you. Koenigsegg just decided to make 5 people sit in a crazy car.
That's insane.
And I've been seeing like funny TikToks, like do you know that clip? And I need you.
Yes, yes,
Like
yes,
so
yes.
that guy is singing, and like his Koenigsegg above like the logo, and
Yeah.
then the guy standing next to him is Bugatti, and just they're looking at him like they're so disappointed because like they made a crazy car.
That's insane, man.
So I can't wait for them to test it, because they said it can reach like from 0 to 60 miles or 0 to 100 kilometers less than 1.8 seconds. 100.
So
That's it.
in comparison, the Tesla Model S Plaid does it in 1.9.
1.9 to 2.2.
2.2.
That's what they had.
The
Yeah.
new Dodge Demon does it in 1.8 exact, I believe.
Oh my
So that car is gonna be insane.
god. The whiplash, dude. The whiplash. The second you, I don't know what to say, man.
Dude, it's called G-forces when you
Yeah.
like drift and stuff.
Yeah.
So when you go on a roller coaster,
Yeah.
you experience more G-forces than when you're drifting. So imagine drifting with that car. How many G-forces you will experience?
I don't even know.
Will it be comparable to roller coasters?
Yeah, I don't
That-
even know what to say. It's wild, man.
It's really insane.
Yeah, car productions are really good, but also we're a little bit disappointed because 2023 started with bad news for car people, because now they don't make no more R8s.
Oh yeah, the R8
Yeah.
is gone.
R8 is gone. They don't make R35s. Yeah, now they
Yeah,
changed it to a
yeah.
new whole car, and I think they're gonna also make it electric. No more engine.
Well, we don't know yet.
Yeah, and
We're
the same as the Mustangs.
not- the new Mustang, the Dark Horse, is beautiful.
Yeah, but
I saw one in transit. That thing is beautiful.
yeah, but now Mustangs GT like 500 and stuff like that, they don't make anymore. They're just
Yeah.
gonna make electric ones.
The future is interesting, man.
Yeah,
I think
know.
cars will eventually just get boring because
Yeah,
the engine is the soul of the car. That's your connection to the car. Honestly,
of course, man.
connect to the engine.
Yeah, but I still have a lot of respect for people who save their vintage cars.
Yeah.
Me and Kion are a big fan of vintage cars. Oh my god, they just look amazing.
I saw a classic Porsche 911 in Dayton Mall yesterday. I
Really?
have photos. I'll show it to you later. But
Oh my god,
dude, it was so beautiful.
yeah. Whenever I see like an old person that's driving like a Miata or an MX-5 or RX-5 Mazda or
Yeah.
stuff like that, I'm like, oh yeah, this guy understands what's happening. So I love vintage cars and Kion, those two.
Dude, talking about vintage cars.
Yeah.
We saw this Mercedes in the parking lot.
Yeah, I know.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, this morning I was like, Kion, if I can get something like this, I will definitely buy it.
Dude, and on that topic, I've seen some insane cars in Sinclair's parking lots, man.
Yeah, hey, students. You guys are getting good cars.
I've seen like about 3 STs, Ford Focus STs.
Uh,
I've seen a couple STIs.
Yesterday when I was walking with Jay, I saw the white one with black rims. Is that the ST, the guy that you met?
No. The
There's
one I
a-
met is a blue Ford Focus ST with white rims.
Bro, I saw that one. It's fully white. It's matte white with matte black rims, and it has like the ST in red, and it has black tinted windows.
I
and
don't
it
think I've
looks-
seen that one yet.
Looks so good. And it has a blue red calipers brakes.
Oh.
Blue red. I mean, my bad. blue brake calipers,
Blue brake
and they look
calipers.
really good. So shout out to you who has that Ford ST.
You can come our way, you know. We want to experience it.
So yeah. I have a question for you actually.
What's up?
Let's say hypothetically, or in a very good imagination world, if you can have 3 cars in your garage,
Okay.
what 3 cars would you pick? Let's start with vintage car
Vintage.
and a daily car
Daily.
and like a hypercar.
Hyper.
What would you choose? 3 cars.
So vintage. Just a classic 911, man. I love
Classic
Classic
911.
911s, man.
Okay.
those
Oh, let's add another one to the category. A drift car too.
drift car.
Yeah, so 4 cars.
Nissan dominates drift cars. I was gonna pick the Nissan 400Z or Z
Okay.
as a daily, but okay. So
Okay. So
I did vintage.
yeah, 911.
And drift car. Well, it'll have to be one of the Zs or the Sylvia, Nissan S14,
Oh,
S15.
Yes, I love the S14s.
The 350, the 370.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful drift cars.
So which one would you choose?
I think I'll go for an S15 because those are less common on the road.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So
Okay.
daily. So I have daily, man.
Come on.
I was gonna say BMW, but those
But
have
which one though?
no. Those have oil consumption issues. Those won't be good as a daily.
Not the new ones though. The new ones are pretty good.
Yeah.
The production is amazing.
So I have to maybe. Let's go. Does it have to be like a sedan? Could it be a truck or whatnot?
Anything you want. A daily vehicle. 4-wheel.
Ram 1500.
Oh my god, you're gonna be paying a lot of gas.
Yeah, but you know, trucks are
Hypothetically.
really reliable.
Yeah.
For the most part, some are really horrible.
Hypercar.
And hypercar. I was gonna say Lamborghini, but
Ooh.
they've kind of been disappointing me lately. Most of their
Yeah.
competitors have just been demolishing
I mean,
them.
you can say an SVJ.
SVJ, pretty epic. I always love
Best
Lamborghinis,
Lambos.
but until Lamborghini comes with the new electric Lamborghini is gonna be insane. for
Yeah,
the
I know.
specs,
I saw that. Yeah, I know. I saw that.
But that's not out yet, so I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
Maybe a Ferrari.
Which one though? Like if you say a 488 Pista, like
Oh
6. I mean, come on.
man, that's hard to pick a hypercar, man. I guess I'll just go Bugatti Chiron.
Oh my god. Okay, classic.
Classic, yeah. Can't go wrong.
Yeah. For me, I want to go vintage. Oh, I have a lot of choices. If I can go vintage, I will probably go with
Let's narrow it down. JDM, Euro, American, Australian,
no,
even Indian. Even they
yeah.
have good cars in
Yeah,
India.
I'll go Europe for
European?
sure.
Okay.
I'll probably take like the very old Bentleys.
Oh,
Very old
I
Bentleys.
saw Donut do a comparison with the very old V12 Bentley
Yeah.
versus the brand new Prius 2023.
Oh my god! So I'll do a Bentley for
Yeah.
vintage. Drift, come on, man. R34.
You're gonna drift an R34, man?
Mhm.
That guy's meant to go zoom.
I know, but
Not-
I drifting R34s or R32s. So I would say R34. just because of looks, and that's my only option to take it as a drive.
Why
Like
is
for drift.
It's an earthquake.
Daily,
Hmm.
you know me, man. I'm a big fan of Audi. So I will definitely get an Audi R8 V10 Plus for
Okay,
daily.
it will have to be an old one though. So.
I don't know.
Oh,
The new ones look
a
amazing.
good I like electric cars as dailies. That's not something for fun.
You said the Ram, dude, for daily.
Yeah,
You can
no, I'm not gonna repick. But if you want to pick Audi, maybe an Audi e-tron. Those are
and
epic.
e-trons, they're like 850 horsepower. They're crazy.
Yeah.
But maybe that. But I'll still go with an R8 V10 Plus, and or an RS7.
That's a
ABT.
Lamborghini Huracan engine, I believe.
Yeah, it is a Lamborghini Huracan. And for hypercar, straight out of the bat, no hesitation, McLaren P1.
Oh, McLaren, dude. When I was in Cincy,
Best British company.
the first
in my opinion.
the first semester in the US for me, and I was like driving through Cincy.
Yeah,
I saw McLaren P1.
yeah.
It's
I think you told me
beautiful.
about that. Was it yellow or something?
I can't remember. It was so long ago. I didn't even take a picture because I was driving with my friend in his Audi A5.
Oh my god, yeah.
And we just saw that, and then we saw Ferrari. Tomoya remembers because Tomoya was there that day as well. We were just
Hey,
exploring
Tomoya
Cincinnati.
seen cars. Let's go.
Hey, Tomoya wasn't a car guy when I first met him.
Now he likes cars.
He's been converted.
Yeah, I know.
He loves the Honda Type R. He's just in love with that.
Makes
We saw-
sense,
we
man.
saw
Come
one
on,
last
it's
week.
Honda. Of
Honda,
course. Dude.
right,
Oh,
right.
how come we didn't pick a Honda Civic, like a bad old Honda Civic or a
Honda Civic
R?
Type R is a daily.
It is definitely a daily. Of
John
course.
Cena dailies it.
yeah, yeah.
If you guys didn't know, John Cena dailies a Type R.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah,
He does.
it's epic.
Yeah. I definitely one of my dreams one day. I want to go to UK and go to like the biggest McLaren stadium
Yeah.
and just try out a McLaren like 720S or a P1 or a 600T. Oh my god, I will pass
that'll
out.
be lovely,
I will
man.
pass out on the spot as well.
My favorite car channel to watch is Donut. They sadly don't do much JDM,
Yeah,
but the European cars they do and repair and just buy.
of course,
So
man.
amazing.
Of course.
I learned a lot about a lot of unknown brands because of them. You know.
Of course, man.
And also talking about the R34 and R32,
Mm-hmm.
quick history lesson. When the R32 came out, every single race that it entered, it won in its era.
Oh yeah.
Every single
Yeah.
one. And the R32 became known as Godzilla. The
course.
R33 is underrated. I won't speak about it, but
The
it is-
R33.
yeah, I saw there's one in Dayton that comes so much.
Mm-hmm.
I see it so much. The R34, it's a pretty epic car. It looks lovely, but it was made popular by Paul Walker. in
Yeah,
Fast and Furious.
of
It's
course.
a lovely car, but
Mm-hmm.
the R34 didn't get.
Wait,
the
are you
names
sure it's an R33? I think he was an R34.
Where?
With Paul Walker, the blue one.
Yeah, I said R34. Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah.
thought you said R33. I'm like, I'm sure it's
Paul
no.
Walker had the R34.
The Skyline, of course.
What was I going to say? I forgot.
You were talking about the R33 being underrated.
Yeah, R33 is underrated. The R34, it didn't get the name Godzilla because it won the races. It was the R32, but the name Godzilla just carried on to the R34 just by default because of how amazing that car is.
Of course, man.
That dude, the Altezza, I think it's called the
Yeah.
Altezza system.
Uh-huh.
That's the all-wheel drive system.
Uh-huh.
Nissan did so good with that.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to speak about power, look back
So-
in. Yeah, what's up?
That's why I'm like drifting GTR.
Yeah.
But all-wheel drive.
Yeah, I know, but it's so good, like for drifting too. I'm sure you. I don't know if you've seen Skyline.
I've
drift,
never
bro.
seen someone drift an
They're so
GTR.
good, or a Supra.
I watched
But, yeah.
Formula Drift, I believe it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. You should watch it.
If you want to speak about power and speed and people like winning the race for multiple years, bro, talk back in the Audi years when they used to make the biggest engines for upgrades. There was the old Audi's A4s, the S lines, bro.
Dude.
They won races for like more than 5 years in a row.
All Audis are amazing.
Yeah, big engines, German engines.
So I believe we are running out of time soon.
Oh man, I don't want to
Sad.
leave, but it's okay.
I want to continue talking.
Yeah, it's okay. I think that'll be it for today's podcast,
Yeah.
guys. I hope you guys enjoyed us being nerds about cars, but
Hopefully you learned like at least one thing here.
yeah, of course. And like I said again, doing a little summary of the episode. Jay talked about the news and stuff like that at Sinclair. You can always go check that out on our social media
Yeah.
and on the Clarion website, Sinclair Clarion website. If you guys want to reach out anywhere to us, you can go on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and obviously X. Oh yeah. And Sinclair Clarion, of course, our website that has all the articles. We upload articles, like we said, every single day. And hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And we will definitely see you next Thursdays. And thanks for Kion for being on the podcast today. And thanks for Tomoya, and which is Kion again because he's one of the camera crew. And thanks to Jay. And we will definitely see you guys in the next podcast.
Peace.
Woohoo!